Tattoos and military go together like peanut butter and jelly, but I have to tell you, there are some mistakes that you can make, and this guy's made it before he's even joined. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nicky MGTV for another video. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below if you have questions. Make sure you lurkers are out there subscribing, please. Jeez, it's like anytime I actually promote a subscription to the channel, God forbid, that's what everyone does on YouTube, I actually do get more subscribers, as cliche as it is for people to actually click subscribe. So thank you. Also, I do have a gaming channel which you can click subscribe twice, which I'll stream there after this video is made, and we will have this live. But anyway, I do shoot people in the face over there, respawn, do it over again. Also, sometimes, you know, play some games with stories. But that's besides the point, because we're getting into this story about this guy that literally just posted to Reddit within the last 24 hours asking on the new to the Navy Reddit, which is always like the best golden material of just bootness. On top of that, just total naive questions. But it's okay, because that's why we answer them right here on this channel. He says, I have a nautical themed sleeve and Poseidon's Trident staff tattooed on my chest with the tip of the trident ending right below my suprasternal notch right here. Will I get hazed for soul and valor in the Navy since this is a common tattoo SEALs get? I didn't get it because of the Navy SEALs, and I didn't really think about it until now. I thought they did the bone frog and the tridents were fair game. I'm signed HM Advanced Training Field, which will include either going recon pipeline in theory, search and rescue, or die, which are all kind of in this more special group. They're not Navy SEALs, but definitely in more of an elite type group of people that have been through more difficult training, which I think makes this even more interesting. Overall, getting tattoos that are Navy related or military related in general before you join is a huge no-no. Do not do that ever. I don't care if you have the signed contract from DEP and you are the most senior DEP person ever. You know the Sailor's Creed. You know the 11 Journal Orders. You know your chain of command. Your mom knows the chain of command. Your cat is literally like a subordinate junior sailor, and you're acting like you are the most honorary Medal of Honor recipient ever. I don't care. You should be very careful about what tattoos you have, not only for the, you know, ability to join. Obviously, the Navy does have the best tattoo policy out there as far as you're able to have one tattoo on your neck, 1 inch by 1 inch, one singular tattoo. Also, you can have tattooed all the way down to your hands, no issues, obviously nothing offensive, whereas the Marine Corps is the most strict. So tattoos in general are very touchy in the beginning no matter what. But this tattoo, let's get back to it, because is it going to be offensive if he was to say this is just a trident and that was it? Overall, no, right? And obviously someone could construe that as him having some link towards the Navy SEALs, and that could be a very bad thing. I have seen a lot of cringy tattoos that have been out there that people have gotten for family members. We respect and appreciate your family member's service, but as you guys may or may not know, you rate certain things that you have accomplished. So if I had a Navy SEAL grandfather, I would not go get a Navy SEAL tattoo. Only my grandfather would be able to get that tattoo. That's just the nature of the beast. It sucks that you want to honor them. You could obviously do that in several other ways. I don't know, maybe portrait, maybe their name, maybe something that reminds you of them, maybe a fishing tattoo. I don't know. Something that's not as linked to the military. Obviously, not everyone is aware that they may join or not join at one point. But what I want to get to is, but I will give you the two examples that I have seen certainly in the military right now where people have gotten shit for them because they did not earn them. So the first one that is a Navy-related tattoo that is a huge no-no is getting a anchor tattoo, specifically a fouled anchor tattoo. Now, these are minor differences between a fouled anchor and a regular anchor, and I know that a lot of the basic people out there, or females, I will say, that probably were on Tumblr or maybe Pinterest probably did find an anchor tattoo. And are like, I want this one right here, this one, the same one that I saw on the hashtag anchor tattoo. And then they got it, and the tattoo artist said, thank you for your $100 for an overpriced 1 inch by 1 inch tattoo. But yeah, obviously, you're not going to get crap if you have a regular anchor tattoo. It is kind of lame or cheesy if you're not already in. Also, I would say even being in the military and having an anchor tattoo if you're Navy is already kind of lame. But yes, be careful on getting that. You might be made fun of in boot camp for that. Also, A school, it does not stop just at boot camp, by the way. A school, maybe further along, even while you're at your first duty station, it's going to take a while for you to actually get rid of this mark, because it takes a while to actually be a little salty. And the guy that I know actually did have a dad that was a chief that gave him this anchor, that he literally went to the tattoo shop with him to give him the anchor and paid for it. So now this guy has literally had to cover it up, laser treatment. Actually found a place that did a combo of laser treatment plus did the tattoo half off for the cover up, which is hilarious. It's a 2-for-1 deal kind of thing. I guess it worked out because now he's got a lighthouse. So overall, chop. Hopefully, your life is not ruined anymore. The second thing that I have seen is one of the guys I was in class with, definitely not made fun of as much because we met him much later in life, but people definitely still questioned it. And his background was a guy had dolphin pin on a dolphin pin, I apologize, done across the entirety of the upper part of his back. If you guys don't know, the submarine community is big on this. Is like the honored tradition. If you have your dolphins, that is like no one can touch you kind of thing. It is one of the harder qualifications. I've talked to people that have gotten other qualifications on other platforms, and so there is some honor to this. Obviously, submarines have small crews, a little over 100-something people on them, and they are pretty much a different breed if you guys don't know. D&D, baby, D&D. I gotta explain that because half of you guys probably won't understand. Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering. What else do you have to come up with now? World of Warcraft, like all these cliche things you could think of. We're just thinking of the nerdiest dudes and weirdest dudes. Usually those are the submarine guys. So for this guy, I don't think he's going to be made fun of as much, but definitely be careful. And he is probably right by saying that they typically do get that frog tattoo, which looks kind of like the bone structure or the like x-ray look of maybe what a frog would look like. I'll post it up somewhere around here that you can check it out. But overall, yeah, that's the basics of the story. I just want to give the lesson learned. There are a lot of bad tattoos out there. You can just type in bad military tattoo on Google Images and definitely find a couple for yourself, and just give you the idea to maybe pump those brakes before you spend your first paycheck from the military out of boot camp to do it. Obviously, there are a few things I want to tell you to avoid right away. First is make sure you pass boot camp right before you get an anchor tattoo or any Navy tattoo. Actually, any service tattoo at that. Then on top of that, your job. I know a lot of people, I've heard Marines getting their 4-numbered digit of what their job is. Don't do that. Obviously, you could get out of that job sometime one way or another. Same thing with being in the military. There is a tattoo tradition of having crossed anchors here for bosun's mates. And yeah, if you're not one of like the original rates, you probably shouldn't get a tattoo there. But overall, these are just basic guidelines. Just ask your recruiter probably before you're going to get a tattoo if you ever do. Obviously, while you guys are in delayed entry, you guys are not supposed to be getting tattoos anyway, so that doesn't matter. But as always, this wraps up the video. If you guys do have questions about this or anything else, or you just want tattoo advice, and if you want to see if I think it's cringy or not, I'll definitely let you know. You can send me on Instagram or Snapchat or ask me questions there down in the comments below. But as always, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.